All right. Go Gators. What's going on, Go Gators? What's going on? How y'all doing, man? And it's going down like this now. Everything is going to be okay. We do this thing, and it's Sunday. Hey, yo, feeling good like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling the same where y'all stand. Women and man, we do this thing. We acapella without a band. Still gotta be trying to eat, making sure we make enough dough. Yo, today on on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we are talking about waiting for the chance to leave y'all behind. Now, the title doesn't really specify what I'm talking about. You kind of have to understand the description of what we're talking about today. So what we're talking about today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show is we're talking about a situation where somebody wants to make a bunch of money and be successful, but it's mainly just so they can leave everything that they have going on where they are behind. So let's say like a man and a woman are married, and they've come up together. They've come up in the struggle. They've helped each other out, or one person has helped the other to get where they are. And they're still climbing that ladder of success. But one person in that relationship is only trying to become successful so they can upgrade themselves and leave the life that they had behind. It's sort of like when you're dealing with somebody who is in entertainment. You're dealing with somebody who is an actor or a singer or a comedian or a musician or whatever the case may be. And sure, they have a good skill and they're trying to get their big break, but they really only want their big break so they can leave the life behind that they came from. That means you. So, it can really play on a person's insecurity. So it's like, I really want to help somebody in their career. I really want to help them get where they want to be. But I know that as soon as they get it, then that's the end of us, and that's the end of me, and that's the end of we. Yo, no D. O-U-B-T. And it's true for some people. Like you may be able to get clues from a person that they're really trying to leave everything behind, because number one, they may say it like, yo, when I get this, I'm getting up out of here. I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna take you with me. But yeah, we getting up out of here. Now, first of all, they said me. And second of all, they only said we when you gave them the side eye. But for a fact that, maybe they've been eyeing a certain lifestyle, trying to get closer to that lifestyle, because that's what they want to be, and that's where they're headed towards as soon as they get this money, as soon as they get this success, as soon as they are able to afford an upgrade. That means that you, who are part of the status quo, is out of here. You're out of here. Out of here. So let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Sunday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Sunday. And it is Sunday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. And today, right now, we are talking about waiting for the chance to leave y'all behind. You may know some people like this. And we're gonna go in depth about this topic, even though it may seem like it's just a surface topic. But this can be a real thing, especially if you are involved with somebody that is only using you as a placeholder. They want to be somewhere else. They want to be with somebody else, but maybe where they want to go and who they want to be with is out of their price range, and maybe they feel like they have to be able to afford that life and that wife in order to have it. So here you are, helping them out, being supportive, making sure you hold them down. When they were hungry, you fed them. When they didn't have anything to drive, you drove them, rode them, or gave them something to drive. When they didn't have a roof over their heads, you took them in. When they ain't had no money, you made sure you laced them. Whatever the case may be, you believed in them, their potential, and everything like that, and you believed in the union that y'all had. But as time went on, you may have discovered that, oh, what they want is way bigger than where I am. Like, maybe you don't mind going wherever they want to go, but you may sense that they don't want you to go with them wherever they're going to. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know you was hooked up with this John? Uh-huh. You knew that as soon as they got this money, they was leaving you behind. You was just a placeholder for the time being. They didn't want to be amongst the citizens. They wanted to be king. Do you know where you're going to? Do you like that? Yeah. Real stuff talk. Real talk. Real talk. And when you're just a placeholder for somebody, when they don't really have their eye or their concentration on you. They show you in enough ways. Some people may play it off better than others, but for the most part, you can kind of tell, like, oh, okay. Oh. And the problem is you might be all in. So you don't want to break up with them because you suspect that when they get successful or when they get this money or whatever the case may be, that they're going to leave you behind, because that may not sit well with you. You might be thinking, like, they haven't done anything to me. They haven't treated me bad, or they haven't mistreated me. They haven't done me wrong. So why should I break out on them? Why should I break up with them? Not only that, but you might be all in. You in love with them. And that's not to say that they're not in love with you, but guess what? There are levels. There are levels. And they are showing you that they want to be on another financial level, another social level than you share with them. And they don't necessarily see you being in that part of the advancement. But here you are, being supportive, helping out, even networking for them, setting up things, getting things together for them. But it's all setting them up to leave you behind. So the worst part about this is that you can start to hope that they never really make it. If they never get to that status, that level where they can leave you behind, then guess what? They'll have to settle for you. How's that for your self-esteem? You feeling that? You good with that? Yeah, it's tough. That ain't a good look. Either way you slice it, that's not a good look. But here you may be. You in love with somebody that's really just leaving you. That's finna break out on you. They ain't finna stay with you. They ain't finna stay with you. What's going on? My big sis Robbie Ming. She's something like a queen for a king, coming through, doing a thing. Auntie Carrie Wright, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Good to see you here, girl. And Stacey White, thanks for coming through. Get it right. Thanks for coming through in the day, not night. But when the night comes, I know you'll be there. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for the share. So y'all get it? Waiting for the chance to leave y'all behind. And it's not even just a relationship thing. There are people out there that are disgruntled, disheartened, unhappy, disenchanted with their entire life setup. They may not like the family that they come from, the neighborhood that they come from, the social circle that they come from, the job that they work at, the car that they drive, the house that they live in, the neighbors that live on their block. They may not like any of it. Why do you think so many people move to Atlanta? Everybody I know who moved to Atlanta, they ain't do it just because it was a job down there. They was like, ain't nothing in Philly for me. I got to get on up out of here. I got to get on up. I ain't mad at them. Shoot, lately I've been feeling the same way, but not because ain't nobody here, but because this city they ain't representing. They ain't representing. I'm talking about city government though, not my people's. But the truth of the matter is, yeah, it can become the case where you know, like look, everybody I know that moved down south, they did not move down south just because there were better living conditions down south. They wanted to leave what they hated about up north behind. They wanted to, like, nah, man. Shoot, to keep it real with you, the people that I know that moved down south that had kids, they didn't even put them in an equation that I remember. I ain't hear none of them say, well, you know, better schools for my kids, better life for them, better opportunities. They ain't say nothing about that shit. They was like, listen, hey, these niggas up here, you know, if they was females, these niggas up here is playing. They playing too many games. Ain't nothing going on for me up here. And the dudes that I know that went down south, they went down south strictly to make more money. Strictly to make more money. The chicks, yeah, make more money, but you know, I want a better love. I can't find a good love up here. Now, of course, some went down there because of their job, but when you hear them talk about it, they wasn't saying like, yeah, the job that I got down there is all of that. Because a lot of them just transferred. Let's say you work at Prudential up here, worked in Prudential down south. You worked at, I don't know, Chase Manhattan up here, worked in Chase Manhattan down south. Work for Aramark up here, work for Aramark down south. You understand what I'm saying? So they could have stayed where they were, but they took the opportunity because they knew, well, it wasn't probably more money, like the same money. Because it's within the same company. You wasn't getting a raise, you was just getting a transfer, a move. It was kind of like, it could have been a lateral move sometimes. Now, the cost of living down south, from what I understand, in certain markets is much cheaper than living up here. So I get that part, but that's not what they was talking about. Most of them was talking about like, so you know what I mean? You know how many chicks I know that moved down south right after a breakup? I mean, I'm like, one particular that I know, she moved down south lightning fast. She broke up with her man on Monday. She was going down south on Saturday. Like, yo, already checked it out. I'm about to make this. And she did that shit. Like, sure, she was back in 6 months, or maybe a year. But nonetheless, she was leaving because she got her feelings hurt. She ain't the only one. And I'm not saying that moving somewhere for love is a bad idea. That's what you need to do. So be it. Hopefully it works out. But what I'm saying is, when you have a situation going on, but you secretly want to move to another situation or move on to another situation, and you haven't let the person that you're with know that they are really just holding down the fort for the time being. As soon as you get this money, as soon as your mom die and leave you this little insurance money and this settlement from of her estate through this will, yeah, you out of here. It's a really troubling situation when you are the person that somebody thinks is using them as a placeholder, and that's not what you are trying to do. It's hard to prove that you want a future with somebody that's so insecure that they think that you really just want to get away from them. So let's say you have let's say you have a little bit of success in your area. I'm gonna cut to the chase. I remember when I started doing comedy, I was only like about 2 or 3 years in, and I got my own room, a comedy room. That's what we call it when you have your own place where you're going to sell tickets and book acts and probably host and all that kind of stuff. So when I got the room, chick that I was going with, she was like, see, I knew that as soon as you got your room, as soon as you started getting this little bit of money, then you was gonna leave me behind. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, we ain't even make no money. And she was serious. She was dead serious. So I'm thinking like, at that time, I'm thinking like, dang, that's what you think? Like, you don't think I got the balls to break up with you now? You ain't supporting me. No woman has ever supported me. I wasn't raised that way. No, you ain't gonna be giving me money like that, or I'm not gonna be living in your crib. No, I don't do that. I've always had my own shit. Always. I've always had my own car, my own house, my own money, everything. And everything I own outright. No payments, no mortgage, no nothing, no card, nothing. Everything I own it outright. Except, I had like a couple of Amazon joints, like I just paid off my TV. Like I had TV in 4 easy installments. But you know what I'm saying. but yeah, so I'm thinking like, you ain't supporting me. But I was thinking at the time, like, she's not supporting me financially, but she might be holding out on supporting me as far as where my career was going at the time. Because she's thinking that like I got my eyes on celebrities. Like, yo, soon as I don't know, soon as I blow up, I'm gonna go holler at Sanaa Lathan. Something like that. But that's what she was thinking. And I also had to take a look at myself, like maybe I'm giving off this type of energy that's making her think that's what's going on. So there can be some guilt or accountability on both sides. But I know that my situation wasn't so much different than other people's situation, because I knew a bunch of comedians and actors and all that kind of stuff, and we was all trying to get it. I wonder if we all had women at the crib that thought we was just trying to break out on them. My joint was cute. Some of their joints, I was like, well, yeah, I could kind of understand. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he lived with her. She don't live with him, if you know what I mean. And that's not to say that it's, listen. Just because my mama and daddy always said, no, you gonna have your own. You will not be getting kicked out, put out on the streets. Nobody is going to have you, traveling out here with trash, nothing but trash bags. You know what I'm saying? In the back of a hatchback. Just because I had it like that, it doesn't mean that, financing somebody or being financed by somebody is wrong, or that there should be trust issues behind that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I try to make sense of any situation. So if you think that me or somebody else is going for something that will leave you behind, I'm trying to figure out what's the thought process behind that. Like, What's in it for me? Listen, I don't know how to think outside of what's in it for me. And that might sound selfish, but I'll tell you why I think about what's in it for me, because to me, that's motivation. It'll let you know why somebody is doing something. That way you can make sense of it. That way you can determine whether it's real or Memorex. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, why would I do this if I'm not getting no money from it? I'm not getting no money. I'm not getting no ass. I'm not getting no praise. I'm not getting. Why would I do it? If you're accusing me of doing something, for example, like, what am I getting out of it? Like, I don't know. Some people do things just for mental stimulation. Not me. I gotta get something. I need something physical. Something. Something. Moral victories and all that. I don't know. That's cool if that's what you into. You know what I'm saying? You know, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Mona Garris, what up, Mo? Good to see me, some you, and also my man Job Biggs. Thanks for coming on through. Good to see you, kid. That's what's up. And my brother from another mother, Norris Hill, sit back, relax, do your thing, max and chill. So, waiting for the chance to leave y'all behind. I mean, some cats scream it out all the time, like, yo, man, as soon as I get this money, man, as soon as I get this money, as soon as I get this, as soon as I'm out of here. I see y'all next year. I see y'all next time. I see y'all when I see y'all. So that's one of the easiest way to draw hate your way. Well, I hope you never get it. Nah. I hope you never get it, sir. I hope you never get it, sir. Since the only reason you wanted it so you can leave us all behind. Well, I'm wishing on a star to stay right where you are. I'm wishing on a dream. Hold on. Your husband said, so sad, but so funny because you had to add the dance. Hold on. See, I don't even know what you're talking about. Why you do that? Like high school graduation, and he puts his own lyrics and stuff. Oh, oh, y'all talking about the mahogany joint? Do you know? Okay. Okay. Mo says, I totally changed my field when I came down here. Okay. Well, you only went to Virginia, though. That's not the real South. It's South. It's Southish. You know what I mean? I mean, y'all still got snow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Well, y'all do. Still got, but I get it. But I know the reason you moved down there. That was different. What about the rest of your brethren? You know, Atlanta got a whole county. Because nobody lives in actual Atlanta. They got a whole county. Suburbs full of people that was like, hey, I'm sick of this shit. I can't. It's over. Your husband says, my cousin moved to Atlanta and was doing very well. He came back to Philly and started hanging with his old friends, and now he's on drugs and looking bad, and still think he looks good. Well, yeah, well, drugs would do that for you. or should I say to you? Oh. But real shit. I hope he cleans up his act. I hope he gets it together. Make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. We talking about waiting for the chance to leave y'all behind. I'm out of here. Yeah. Like Cheryl says, yeah, like high school graduation. Yeah, a lot of 18-year-olds, sometimes 19-year-olds. They graduate high school, they be out. Mm-hmm. I mean, for legitimate reasons. A lot of people go to college. A lot of people go to the military. You are definitely out of here if you join the military. You ain't gonna be stationed in your own city. That's for sure. What are the chances? You know what I mean? So yeah, but some people wanna go because they really haven't liked what they've had here. They want to go so they can really leave a lot of this pain behind. You know, if you've lived a life of abuse or neglect, and neglect is a form of abuse, sure, why wouldn't you want to be up out of here? Like, yo, I gotta go. You ain't gonna be whooping my ass no more. You ain't gonna be making me feel worthless no more. I'm going. I'm going bye-bye, and can't a damn thing stop me. Okay. So Rob says, Cheryl, my oldest grandson moved to Atlanta, transferred his job down there. He has been down there 4 years. He doesn't want to come back to Philly. Yeah. I mean, but you know what, though? A lot of people who moved out of Philly came back, which is kind of odd. But I know a lot of people who came back for whatever reason. Okay. You know what? I know some people who moved to Atlanta and they said it's just a different struggle. It felt the same. They said where the cost of living was cheap in one area, it was high in another area. So it was basically, it felt like a lateral move. They said they went down there to get paid. Like a friend of mine, she was a social worker. So she went down Atlanta to do social work down there. She said she had her ass back in Philly in less than 2 years. She was like, yo, nah, this ain't what's up. She was like, she said she was basically breaking even. I forgot the exact reasons though. But here's also what I'm thinking. If you're going to move to a place, shouldn't you already know how everything is going to play out? Like, you know how much you're getting paid, you know how much the rent is going to be, or the mortgage. You know how much, I would think you would go down there and scout it out for a little while, see what the price of food is, gas, recreation, education, whatever it is that you're going to concern yourself with. I would think that you would go and get a little surveillance on it to see if it's really what you want to do and where you want to go. But evidently, some people don't follow that blueprint. Everybody doesn't live by those guidelines. So you go down there, I'm thinking like, you went down there and got surprised? Yo, I went down to Atlanta and I spent all my money in Magic City. The strip clubs up in Philly don't cost this much. They need more hood strip clubs. I don't be wanting to go to Magic City all the time. I ain't trying to throw up money and make it rain and all that shit. I want to go to the strip clubs in the hood that's painted black, that don't open until, I don't know, midnight, 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? For those who know. You know, I need a strip club more like the Piccadilly, the Pick. Yeah, I don't need Onyx. I need the Pick, the Pick. I need them where they take everything off, everything. Not all of this. Yo, you still got on earrings? No, naked, butt naked. What's this thong shit in this private room? Nah, the hood strip clubs. Every room is a private room. They naked, no clothes. Like, oh, you got me over here paying thousands of dollars, and they still got on. They still got on clothes. Nah, I can't afford it down here. You know, the strip club, my thing. I can't be going to no Magic City. Place is overrated. Yeah, TK, right? The Piccadilly. The Pick. We need more picks. No Onyx. No. We not flexing. We effing, not flexing. Effing. No flex. No. Like, but I would think that if that's your thing, you should have found that out. You should have found that out. I'm saying you ain't go see about that first. You gotta know somebody down there. You know, everybody has their thing. They think. So anyway, just waiting to leave y'all behind. You know, have you ever been with anybody that you felt was really just trying to get away from you? So they was trying to win the lottery, trying to wait for their grandmother to die. Like some people, I mean, it's such a low level. Like you waiting for your grandmother to die so you can get your grandmother house, so you can move out of this house. You was about a low sucker. You a low life sucker, dog. Yeah, when Big Mama die, when Big Mama pass, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna finally be able to live in a 3-story house. I hope your grandmother lived longer than the Green Mile. I hope granny don't never die. Granny never die. Granny never die. Never die. Never die. Like, nigga, get a better job. You wait for somebody to leave you a house. All right. Okay. Robbie Ming says, to me, when you have a partner that you help get on their feet, and once they do and act like they don't need you, you took my kindness as a weakness. Yes, and maybe no. Now you have to think like personally. I feel like if you help anybody do anything, if you help anybody to advance, then you should be doing that from the heart. So whether y'all together or not, when it's all said and done, you should be able to say, well, you know, I would do that again because that's just what I do and that's who I am. If you're doing it just so y'all can have something together, there's a good chance that you might get your feelings hurt. Sometimes you're dealing with a person who is predatory, but you'll know that. You'll know that. You know, it's hard for a kind man to hang in there for a long time without being found out. That's why they normally try to get in and get out, get the quick money, and then holler back afterwards. It ain't easy. It ain't easy being a kind man and flying under the radar. That's not an easy thing to do. That's a toughie. That's a toughie. Yes, that's it. That is a vegetable smoothie. This is colon ream. Rob, you know what it is. Colon ream. Look. I shaved it down today though. This is nothing but a bunch of garlic, collard greens, spinach, tomato, cucumber, and a little bit of celery. Oh, and it's a piece of eggplant in there. This is good though. Um, TK Wright says, I've heard stories about the Piccadilly. Yeah. And anything you heard, if it was freaky, it was true. And I've never been there. But I know that it's true because I knew dudes that was addicted to it. How can you be addicted to a damn strip club? Easy. They said the pick was very easy to get used to. And it is right in the hood. In the hood and in the cut. Around there at 31st, around 31st and Allegheny, between Allegheny and Clearfield. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit right over there. Was it 31st? The 29th? I guess that would be 30th. You know, should y'all want to take a trip. Wait, I don't know. Is it still open? I don't know. Let me Google it. Let me Google the pick in Philly. Hold on. See if they got it. See if they go online. The Piccadilly. Oh shit. Adult Entertainment. 3123 North 30th Street. Ain't this? It's closed right now. What time is it open? Opens at 3 p.m. Does it now? Oh, look, there's a phone number here. All right. They're gonna get some free advertising today. 3123 North 30th Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19132. Should you want to come to Philly? Wait, they got customer reviews. Hold on. Hold on. They got customer reviews. Let me see what we doing. What we doing? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What happened to the rest of the hold on, what happened to the rest of the customer service is great here. The girl's real friendly and down to earth. Yeah. Y'all got me tripping. Hold on, son. It needs better rules. Can't bring a cell phone in. That makes sense. When did he post this? Oh shit, this was 9 years ago. They might let you bring it in now. First experience was the best 3 years ago. Had a good time tonight morning. It was me and my other half. First time here. I'm going back. The bartender was amazing. I'm a person that lives for customer service, and she was an A+. Had my eye on two people, but it was one that was A++. Like the vibe. They was playing a lot of my reggae tunes, so you already know. First experience was the best. Well, you go. See? Oh, damn, that was a chick. What the hell? Oh, okay. The hell? What we doing? What we doing? Got these studs out here giving out reviews. I oughta. What in the? What in the Snoop from The Wire is going on here? What? What in the? All right. But yeah, waiting to leave y'all behind. Waiting. Yeah, man. Like I said, that's a tough situation to deal with when, you know, you don't want to show insecurity. You don't want to be insecure, especially when it comes to the person that you love. But when you're dealing with a situation where all the evidence points towards you just being a placeholder while they are looking for something bigger and better than you, I mean, what are you supposed to do? But this is not even just a situation. Excuse me. This is not even just a situation that exists for loving couples or marriages or whatever. Yeah, I mean, jobs feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine if you were a manager or director at your job, so you're hiring this talent, and you've invested a good amount in this person in this candidate for this job. So you offered them a certain salary, they counter offered. All right, you stepped up because you really thought that this person was going to be a good addition to your company and everything. But as time went on, you could kind of tell that this person was not going to be working for you very long. You could tell that they were looking for another job, a better job. Now, you're supposed to be able to see that in the resume when you see how many times that they've switched jobs in a certain amount of time. So if somebody has changed jobs 8 times in 2 years, they're probably not interested in getting their feet grounded in your company or any other company. They're just chasing the money. Do you want to invest in somebody like that? Do you want to spend time thinking that you're going to develop somebody that's really only looking for the next better job? So now your company has become a placeholder for them. You're probably going to go with the candidate that has the better upside, one that you can develop and one that's going to help your company develop and grow, and that's going to work hard to make your company more money, because that's how companies think. That's what the game is. The game is money. So yeah, there are plenty of people. I know that some of y'all have coworkers that are always talking about, yeah, I just came from an interview here. I'm about to do this. I'm going blah blah blah. You have some employees they're like, no, they digging in. They got their claws into this job. Like, yo, I'm gonna retire here, and I ain't but 19 years old. And then you'll have some people, they saying like, well, this ain't nothing but a job to me, and blah 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 blah. As soon as I get this, soon as I get that, blah 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 blah. As soon as I get my car tuned up good, then I ain't even gonna be working here no more. I'm gonna just Uber my way through life. Okay, that's it. It's cool if that's your choice, but the bottom line is they're looking to get something for the sole purpose of leaving this thing behind. So you may be part of that equation or not, but nonetheless, this is the situation that exists. You good with it? You good? You good? Maybe so, maybe not. But that's what's going on. That, sir or ma'am, is what's happening. That's what's happening. That is what's happening. My man Ja Biggs, you know what I was doing this morning, Ja? I was watching a documentary on the legendary DJ Screw. I watched the documentary on him before. For those of y'all who may not be up on that, DJ Screw was a legendary DJ in the Houston area, and so the chopped and screwed music that y'all listen to, he invented that. So like he was making so much money and building that culture down in Texas at the time. Like he was crazy. I mean, it's crazy because he died in the year 2000. And there's some controversy over how he died. So some say he died of a heart attack, and some people say he died of, sipping lean. He used to, they sip the lean, dropping that purple. But he had health issues anyway. He had health issues. I was watching a documentary on my man DJ Screw, the legendary DJ Screw. So the chopped and screwed music, when the music is screwed, they take a regular record and they slow it down, and the chopping part is like they'll make a word, say it twice on a beat. It sounds kind of fly. I like screw music. You know what I mean? So it'd be like let's take a line from like Eric B and Rakim, You Got Soul. Dance with the record. Rakim be like, it's been a long time since you heard me. I mean, since I left you without a song rhyme to step to. So Screw would be like, Chop and Screw would be like, it's been a long time since. You know what I mean? So it would slow it down, makes the song a lot longer, but it's kind of dope. It's been a long time since you left me. I mean, since I left, it's hard to, I'm not doing it any justice, but it's kind of dope. It's pretty dope. Okay. Moni Garrett says, I made sure I had a job and apartment before I left Philly. Yeah, that's probably because you always made sure you had a job in a place when you was in Philly. It's kind of hard to turn off that type of responsibility. When you're a couch surfer, you kind of take that where you go. And when you're not, you're not. So your story might be different than a lot of other people's story. Like you actually went down there to get this money. And whatever came out of that. It's a good look. Nara says, my cousin is good for surveying cities before making the move from Akron to Oakland to Arizona to Columbus to Atlanta and back to Arizona. A lot of people who move to Arizona like it. Hot as it is, they say Arizona is like something going on out there. I figure it must be all the aliens out in the desert. Matter of fact, I have a cousin who moved his family out to Arizona. They doing well, but he moved his whole family, his wife, and they 5-6 kids or whatever, and he had a job in Milwaukee. It was a good job, and he took his job. His job moved him out to Arizona. So talk about going from cold to hot. Milwaukee is cold, real cold, you know what I'm saying? And Arizona is hot, real hot, you know what I mean? Okay. Everybody says that. Mona, same when I moved to Philly. It's the best thing to do. I don't see how you can move to a place without certain tools in place. Like I don't see how you can move blindly without knowing where you're going and what's waiting for you. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Without establishing some type of foundation from the rip. Robbie Mink says he works at the post office. Oh yeah, he can't lose. He can't lose. Yo, man. Shout out, much prayers for the people who died and were hurt, and everybody who was affected by the people who got shot down South Street last night. Shout out to them. What made me think of them Number one, it's in the city, but when Rob was talking about, how her grandson works at the post office, I thought all of these active shooters, none of them work at the post office. You notice that? I guess, don't nobody go postal no more. I know it's a little too soon for that joke. I know. But I've been checking it out. They talking about, people going postal. Ain't nobody went postal and I don't know how long. Not from the real post. Stacey White says, see, you should not be on there. On where? Rob says, I never heard of the Piccadilly. You have now. Let's see. What was that address again? 3123. Oh, look. Oh. The original. Oh, wait a minute. The original Black-owned and operated gentlemen's club. I never knew that it was considered a gentleman's club. See? The good old pick. Stripping the neighborhood naked for 30 years now. Right. Right. Stripping the neighborhood naked. All right. Rob said, "I'm not going to Piccadilly. You go it now. I don't go to strip clubs. I'm too cheap and a little too ambitious. If I'm gonna pay, it ain't just gonna be the look. But I don't pay. But if I'm gonna pay, I ain't." I was just saying, that ain't my thing. It's never been my thing. Even as a young boy, I'm like, look, man. Well, we can go down South Street and get real chicks. It might take us a week or two, to make good women out of them, but at least we'll get burnt the right way. Waiting for the chance to leave y'all behind. Waiting for the chance to leave y'all behind. Using people as a placeholder, being used as a placeholder. They don't want to be here. They want to be somewhere else. So as soon as they get this little money, as soon as they get see, these are ambitions that a tax return can't fix. A tax return can't make these wishes into a reality. This is a situation, or these are situations where you gotta have real money. You have to have real status. Now, if you're gonna be around Benzes, BMWs, Aston Martins, Lotuses, Ferraris, I want to say Maseratis. Okay, so I'll say it. And Lamborghinis. You want to be around that type, Rolls Royces and things like that, Bentleys. you gotta have big money. The people who drive those types of cars, own those types of homes, have reached that level of status. That's not tax return money. Those people don't pay taxes. They don't get tax returns. They don't file taxes. It's crazy, but it's true. So when you have your eye on that type, of success, you may be hooked up with somebody that hopes that you don't reach that level of success, because they know that you just trying to, I mean, you just trying to be out. Rob, let me know if you want to go to the pick, because you ain't got a front for me. If you want to go to the pick, just let me know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying something. You know, the 4th of July is coming up soon, and so is Juneteenth. Just let me know. Holler at me. Because you know it's around the way. I can almost walk. Matter of fact, I can. I have. Not from there, though, but in the general area. You know. Yeah, no. Just let me know if you want to go. It'll just be between me and you. Oh, okay. Cool. We will go together. How about that? All right. I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up. I got you. You know how we do. Shoot. In friendships, this whole situation can exist too. Were any of y'all friends with somebody when you were younger who would act funny or different or brand new when their cousins came around? When their cousins from out of town or cousins from a different part of the city, when they came around, like you was always their best friend. They day one, they ace. Y'all was together every day and kicking it. And then when they cousins come around, oh, you don't, nobody comes to knock on your door that day. No phone calls, no hangout. You got to look for them. Oh, because the cousins came. Oh. You getting brand new. You better never get new. Enough respect, dude. Well, it happens. Excuse me. It does. It happens. I know I grew up with people that would do that stuff all the time. So you knew that as soon as their cousins came around, they was going to start fronting and getting all new. And then as soon as their cousins left, I mean, as soon as they loaded up the car and was out of sight, now they best friends with you again. So with that type of attitude, with their ways being that way, you knew that you weren't relevant or special in your friend's life. So as soon as they probably went to a different school, middle school, high school, whatever, you knew that as soon as they got some new friends, then you was going to be part of their old friends that they used to be cool with, because that's just the type that they are. They treat you like a cell phone company or a cable company. Only the new customers get all these discounts and all of these perks and amenities. Y'all existing customers that have been keeping this company afloat for all of these years, get it. We only service the new. We only like the new. Y'all old. Make sure you pay that bill on time, or you ain't gonna be watching no. You ain't gonna be watching no. You ain't gonna be watching no HBO, no premium channels, no ID channel. Real trap. Don't let somebody do you like that, though. I mean, if you suspect that it's going on, there might come a time when you need to make a move. And sometimes you have to make a move even when the move is not what you want to make. But you have to do what's necessary for your own sanity. And that's whether you're the person that is holding it down, or you're the person who is using somebody as the placeholder. When it really all comes down to it, you need to do something for yourself. There may be a certain time when you might not have the balls to do so. Some things take balls. Balls. Only person I listen to is balls. Boss, you're not my balls. You are not my balls. You are not. Well, we're about to do these birthday shout outs anyway. You know what I mean? I don't have to sit around here and take this abuse from you. I don't have to take this abuse from you. But yeah, y'all should think about this today. Being used as a placeholder. Yeah. And I want to say you don't have to take this as an insult, but it's going to feel a little insulting, justifiably so. But some people are opportunistic that way. But I would also say treat the people in your life good if they're treating you well. I ain't gonna say treat them like you want to be treated. If they treat you well, then you treat them back well. Give back, reciprocate. If they're fronting, you have every right to front back. All right, let's do these birthday shout outs. We have
90 seconds.
Okay. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 5th. And they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. My girl Ronnie Green. Ronnie, go get her, Ronnie Green. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you'll see her in these comments, but not today, though. But I hope that today finds you in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. I've known Ronnie since I was in like the first, second grade, something like that. She's always been good people. And also, Kathy Dance, happy birthday to you. And my man, Dwayne Square, turning 62 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And Erica Perez, turning 24 years old today. And Ebony Graham, happy birthday to you, Ebony. And Victoria Brock, turning 51 years old today. And Gloria Fallon, turning 38 years old today. And also Garrison, turning 66 years old today. And Darlene Townsend Henderson, happy birthday to you. And Shaquille Thomas, turning 29 years old today. And Thelma Williams, turning 62 years old today. And my girl, Christina Foster, turning 40 years old today. And Christopher, turning 55 years old today. And last but not least, Rhonda Walker, turning 46 years old today. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious June 5th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, listen. You don't have to be a placeholder for nobody. And you also don't have to be a person that uses people as a placeholder. But you're going to go where your heart tells you to go. But what I will tell you to do is be as careful as possible. A heart unprotected is a heart disrespected. And you don't want to do it. You don't want to do that. And one of the worst things that could ever happen is you go from a place of when you respected and admired somebody to totally resenting them and wishing that you never met them. And when you think that somebody is just trying to leave you behind or have you running around here like a chicken with your head cut off just so you can help them get to a higher pillar of success so they can drop you down to peon status. Well, that ain't right. We will be back tomorrow for another Daily Go Getimism show, 7 p.m. tomorrow night, Power Monday, all up in the area. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. Please make sure that y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And we're going to get you up out of here so you can continue with the rest of your Sunday and have a great time. Be safe and show love. Barbara Hill C, say, what's going on, man? Good to see you. See me some you. All right. The Colarine got me a little gassy, son. Okay. So, Blog Talk, we're going to get you up out of here. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming.
Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Peace. Love.